going second by the looks of things, so good luck to Shamel.
That's a double. Let's re-roll the dice.
that's no, not how this works.
So let's see how this Kashtira deck does going second, because at least from looking cursory at the deck list, there aren't that many options within the deck for this Maliss matchup. If anything, the deck's trying to remove cards from play.
It does seem, if anything, to be kind of geared more towards Mitsurugi, I'd say, or maybe Yumi and whatnot.
Yep.
It doesn't seem to have a great deal of options in the main or side to deal with Maliss, which is why Maliss is becoming so much stronger in the current format, because when people stop preparing for it, it suddenly becomes an issue again.
Yeah, exactly. And, well, starting off here, we've got the Fualos coming down, which, well, at least give some extra cards and availability for Shumel on their turn. Obviously, now just going through, grabbing what looks like it might even be GWC just now.
Very possibly, yeah.
But again, I'm not sure exactly what's going to go on, because right now we just need to see if there's another extender available. Really, I think. Well, I guess you can. I guess you can try the SP if you
can do Haggard Lizardos if it needs be.
Yes,
you've only banished one of those so far, so there's plenty of options to play through here.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, well, to be fair, from the hand, it looks like there's a backup Secretariat, and there's also
plenty
the
of
March
extenders.
Hair.
So much good. Like,
and the Bestial as well. So yeah,
truly, I would be
bit of everything going on.
I'd be genuinely shocked if they are not able to get their whole combo out this turn.
Exactly that. So I would assume that one of those might even just be utilised now, to be honest with you, just to forego trying to go down the Hagalizardos or one of those sorts of lines. A second copy of Fualos there. I think
that's going to be the thing that slows them down.
Yeah, going from one to a second copy there, it's quite a big change as well, just because of how many summons are going to occur from the extra deck this turn.
Absolutely. Having said that, even with just one or two more summons, you can set up a fairly impressive field here with Maliss. Maybe not fully enough, but enough to at least put up a fight, I'd say.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just really just if you're okay with giving those extra couple of draws, really.
Absolutely.
Because even going into maybe like the White Binder or any other link, that's one. Trying to go for a second link, that's two. That's already up to 4 draws there.
Yeah.
Which
we do see the search here for the Dormouse coming out. One of the best cards, arguably the best card in the deck. Limited to 1 now, so it's you really got to search for it. You really want to try and find it. You want to see it. And I think
discarding it straight away
because again, you can banish it off of the other various things, the Bestial in hand and whatnot.
Yeah, we've got the Bestial, we've got a March Hair. Both are really, really good options just to try and keep going and extending the place here.
Oh, we do see a Link 3 coming out here, and that is going to be another 2 draws for Shamel. That is going to be a chunky hand. I'll be very... I don't know, it's tough. It's a very tricky situation to be in as Fletcher, because you want to make sure to not give Shamel too many draws, but you also want to make sure to set up some kind of resistance here so that you don't get walked over.
Yeah, exactly. So going for the Red Ransom here, just to add Maz in the mirror. I guess the big thing here is if you... if you use this, add the Malice Mirror now, is that kind of all you're going for? Or do you really want to try and push for some extra extension into another link here?
It's very possible that might be the end of things. And of course, you can set in 1 card, so it's very possible. You can just play during the opponent's turn somewhat with that Bestial, with the March Hair. There's plenty of options to keep playing during the opponent's turn here. So not a dreadful way to end for Fletcher's turn there.
And a Ghost Spell drawn for turn, which I believe was the GWC that was grabbed, so that will be really, really good to kind of counter that throughout this turn if need be. But obviously, Shamel now has, is that 6 cards, 7 cards in hand?
I believe that's 7, I could be wrong.
Yep. Starting with the
slamming down that Kashtira Unicorn.
In all honesty, the Unicorn's going to be really, really good here, just because getting rid of those options that the Malice deck has, it's not a deck known for playing duplicates, right?
No, you know what? I said at the start of the game that there's not a lot of options in the main deck to deal with Malice. I think the main deck is kind of built to deal with Malice, actually.
Yeah.
Like the Kashtira cards are custom built to get rid of those one-offs in the extra deck.
Exactly. So even if you traditionally you want to remove from play cards, it's okay when they're being removed from play face down.
Yes.
Right? A little bit different there. So we're going to see the Malice in the mirror used. The Red Ransom is going to be removed from play for that. Yep, and then it is now going to summon back to the field here. And I guess, we're just going to have to wait and see what else Shamel just has kind of available going throughout the rest of this turn, I guess. Obviously, the Unicorn is quite a big part to start with. The other thing here is you can't summon the Fenrir if there is one.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's a Drone Lock Bear drawn there, which not the greatest card against Maliss, as we've discussed.
Having said that, even if the Unicorn is on the field there, you have a lot of options in that deck to do things. You can normal summon that one of the Primite cards. You can do, there's things you can do. I don't think Shemel's out of the game.
No, definitely not. So the White Rabbit getting removed from play, most likely coming back, I would assume, just to try and get another trap card available.
Which activatable by banishing a Maliss card here.
Exactly. So we're just going to have to see what's occurring here. They're just talking. White Rabbit being summoned, most likely going to set the MTP. And yeah, I guess, as you said, it's like you could just give away those 2 additional draws there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is kind of just letting, Shimel may get a couple cards, but when you really think about it, they only really drew 1 card in that entire interaction, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Which I think you're kind of acceptable of as Fletcher.
Yeah, as to set up such a powerful field as that, as by no means is it the end point they want to get to ideally, but when you can't do ideal, you do the best you can.
Yes.
And that's plenty enough in this situation, it seems.
Exactly, and you're just seeing even more cards just being generated here for Fletcher. And we can see there's another copy or a copy of Wraithsoth, so that's another copy of any Kashtira monster.
Absolutely.
Which, again, you could get the Rise Heart here, which would be quite nice.
Also,
just
of course,
to potentially extend.
Also, of course, having the additional effect of Wraithsoth to when a Kashtira monster activates its effect, I believe it can destroy a card on the field, unless I'm much mistaken.
It's just the copy of Shangri-La here. Which
I see.
Which, if we get that far, I think that's really, really good news for Shemel, to
Absolutely.
be fair. But probably starting with the Rise Heart, unless there's a copy of Birth in hand potentially, which looks like a Fenrir.
Interesting. There might be the Birth in hand.
There
may be the Birth in hand.
Yeah.
Or some way to remove the Unicorn.
Yeah. Again, the Birth would be, again, feel really, really strong in these situations. Just being able to not only interrupt the graveyard of Fletcher, but also just giving extra assistance, getting that additional normal summon, if need to be, an extra monster to summon back from the graveyard, especially that Unicorn, which has its effects negated as a current. You could then use this effect to take one of those cards from the extra deck and remove it from play, face down.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I do spy a Primite Drill Beam in Shemel's hand there, which is pretty darn good at the moment. But both players taking their time there, and although they do have to keep a proper pace of play, you don't blame them for taking their time and to make their mind up, because I don't think you get to this stage in the tournament at this record by rushing things, you know?
Yep.
I think at this point you do slow things down, take your time, and really think things through. I think we did go battle phase and crash into, because I do believe, unless I'm very much mistaken, the attack and defense were swapped there because it was linked. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. And that means that Kashtira Unicorn, with the help from Wraithsoth, was on deck 2300, meaning that it was able to crash into the Red Ransom and destroy both. So that means that the field was getting clear for Shemel to summon his Fenrir, which has been impermed. Oh my goodness.
Yep. Again, just here, it's going to be a little bit unfortunate there for Shemel, just kind of like joking around there, just saying, of course that's there as well.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I did think I saw, even though it was a handful of cards drawn there from the Mulch Army, I think there are a few repeats.
Yeah,
which is never what you want to see. It effectively means that you've got one less card in your hand if you can't use both.
And especially here, it feels like there's just too much going on the side of Fletcher, just that Shemel might just not be able to keep up.
Yeah. Normal summon you got link plays, I suppose. You can, absolutely.
I guess so.
Let's have a look what link plays we've got going on. I'd imagine, you're going to go for something like your Silahat Rabbit or your SP Little Knight.
Yeah.
Also, just spotted this in the extra deck, which is I don't think you can summon here, but it's just, I believe that's some kind of extender with...
The Imdok, I would assume it just lets you turn the token from the Primite package, so then you can make it into an extra monster to go into that SP Little Knight there, which is quite a niche use case there, I'd say.
I like it. I like it.
A little bit cooler than a Link Spider there, isn't it?
A bit more of a flex.
Yeah.
Of course, he's going to seal with it. It's a
Yeah.
dragon.
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
cool
And
as
the
well.
seal is
There
there.
we go.
Oh.
It all makes sense now.
He knows what he's doing, that Shamel.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
No
Good lad.
wonder he's at the record of
Yeah,
5
absolutely.
wins and 1 loss currently. So GWC used to try and summon something back.
There's the Go spell.
Go spell here. Again, looking pretty good on the side of Fletcher. You've still got 2 ways to extend. You've got the March Hare, you've got the Bestial Druid's Worm, both of which really, really strong in this situation.
There's plenty here going on for Fletcher.
Exactly. So you're just getting so many pieces of advantage here, and especially with the the battle phase being spent from Shamel.
Yeah.
You have a lot less fear, I'd say.
Absolutely. I do think at this point Shamel is just trying to gradually, step by step, it seems like he's taking in the information, wanting to find out what would be the best move to go for here. What's the most optimal play, and understanding and really understanding the state of the field, which is very important to do, especially, as I say, in this stage in the tournament.
Yep. No, I very much agree there. So I think the White Rabbit was targeted to be removed from play by the Fenrir, which I think is the correct choice here, being...
I think the Fenrir was impermanent, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that is true.
Did they...
True. He just activated it, but yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah, just to...
Just to see if they'll maybe change something, which
Sure.
I think that's a really good read from...
No, by
really
all
good play
means,
from
yeah,
Shamel there.
absolutely.
So we're just going to see what else can be used. Do you think it's just going to go into the Silhouette Rabbit here?
It may well be, which again, I don't think... Yeah, there you go. It's not nothing. That negate is not nothing.
No, exactly. And again, the entire goal is really just see if you can see another turn here at this point, right?
Absolutely.
Which I think is more than acceptable from Shamel. Just
taking
just
things,
a read, which is always good to see.
Eking out those small amounts of advantage here
exactly.
and there with what is a much slower pace, more sort of grindy control kind of deck compared to that fast fluid, that combo deck that is Maliss.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just going to watch and see if anything else gets utilised on this turn from the side of Fletcher. I think it depends really, because if you keep extending too much, like you could just try and almost play into a copy of Nibiru, right?
Absolutely.
Obviously, we know Shamel may not have it, but...
we know that. They don't know that.
Exactly.
Which may inform the... Oh, a Typhon here as well. See, that's interesting, because the Silhouette Rabbit does have an effect of being able to destroy a spell, I believe a spell or trap on the field. When a continuous trap is activated, that can summon itself as a monster. I think that's the case. So you are foregoing that effect, but I guess it's maybe not that important here. Not activating here though.
Oh, because that's really funny.
Oh, it's boosted too high.
Yeah, it's gained so much time.
Oh no!
So it's more than.
I won't lie. I've done that exact play myself before. I've done that exact thing myself on multiple occasions. It's always a bit upsetting.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna see. Oh, I think it's really, really hard for Fletcher to lose this game. In all honesty,
well, there
are a few interrupts here and there, but
there are 2 negates on the field now because, of course, we have the Apophis. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was the Drill Beam set. And those Apophis cards are treated as normal monsters while they're on the field.
That is true.
So the Drill Beam is live as well.
Yeah, at least just from where I'm sitting, I'm just seeing so many of these cards right now, and I'm just like, how can...
It's going to be tough.
How can like a Link 3 hitting the field right now be in a really bad spot?
I think it would require perfect play from Shamel and potentially misplays from Fletcher. Maybe not. Maybe we don't know fully. We don't know exactly what's in Shamel's hand either.
No,
it might be just the right cards to deal with the situation, but we'll see.
So looking to remove the Maliss and the Mirror there. I'm assuming an amount of names are probably going to be removed as well.
Yeah.
Just
summon all of them back.
To be fair, you could look to remove some names. I guess there's no real value there. And then the Red Ransom there. And I think in that situation...
You do have to use that Apophis trap, don't you? Oh, there is the Malice trap there. I forget which one's which, but I know about the picture.
Which looks like it's being met with the Drill Beam now.
Oh, there you go.
Just as you said.
Yep, that's going to be tricky, actually. Goodness me.
Yep. Fletcher just double-checking there what's going on with everything. But to be honest, if this gets halted, I would say that's... as you said, it is a really, really strong play. Yeah. But there's still so much going on.
Absolutely. it does seem to be that I think Samael would need to have like the perfect hand traps in hand as well. Like it depends what Fletcher has in their hand as well. I can't quite make it out. Bestials and
is that a Lupus potentially?
Yes, they do have some. They do have canine cards.
Yep, so that might be the Lupus.
Absolutely.
There. But obviously that Druid's Word, the Bold Drake even, is really, really strong at just being able to.
A Ghost Bowl would be rather rather tasty here, but it's whether or not you have it, obviously. Which I don't believe Shamel has.
And this is just going to be a way to remove another monster from play. And again, it's just once one gets removed, another one, another one, another one.
They build and they go and they just snowball. It does get really, really big like that.
So the only thing is here, I guess, Shumel, I believe, has a Drum Lockbird in the hand.
Which, not particularly helpful, unfortunately.
Not the most useful here, no. I'd say. So
Maliss renowned for playing around that card.
Yes. I'm just not really caring, right? Almost.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where it might not particularly enjoy it, and there might be the odd hand here and there, that, like with a lot of decks that don't care about it. But generally, no, it's not going to be a turn end of a Fletcher there if it all comes out for them.
Yep. Not being able to set there off of the White Binder. So we're going to see most likely the third Maliss Link summoned here. Or actually, potentially, that's quite a lot of link material if you remove all of those.
Could go access code if you really wanted to.
You can, but if you go access code, you can't use this effect again, I would say.
Yes, true.
Because otherwise the Typhon will start negating it, and that's not what we want right now.
You make a fair point. Although having said that, if I guess the Typhon's going to get banished now as well. I'd like to say if the Heart Scripter boosts its attack like it can do, then it will be a. But no, it's gone.
Yep. So we're going to see the Heart Scripter removing it just now. And just see what's really going on next here on the side of Fletcher.
Fletcher checking their graveyard now to make sure they can activate. It looks like White Binder's going to get interacted with March Hare here to summon itself back.
Which, again, if you really want to, you can start looking to make that access code line, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And even though there's only really a couple of, I think it's all darks actually, from memory, still even just being able to remove one of those monsters from play, it's an extra monster on your side of the field, which you're just pushing that bit more
that bit more damage, that bit more aggression onto the opponent's side of the field there. So absolutely, yeah. White Binder being banished again, or is that the first time we got banished? I'm confused now. I think that was the first time.
That was the first time, yeah. So removing the Maliss in the Mirror there. I'm going to use the White Binder to summon itself back and draw a card.
We do also have the Chest Cat added to hand there as well, which can. I don't believe Fletcher's used their normal summon yet this turn, unless I'm much mistaken.
No, they have not yet. No. So that again will just help push that little bit extra, right?
Absolutely.
So just double checking what's currently on the field and what the situation is, I believe, before committing that extra card.
Good to be cautious. Good to be cautious.
Is it Wizard Agnes with Cyber?
I think it is Wizard Agnes. Yeah.
There we go. So we're just going to see if that can potentially also come down and just create those extra materials.
Also does summon from graveyard as well, so it gets you a lot of advantage.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess also, without knowing all the Shumels, like you may want to kind of respect some of the canine. Actually, no, there's no way there's a canine card.
Yeah, right.
There's no way.
You're never thinking that. You're never thinking that.
Yeah, never thinking about that. So, just going to see exactly where Fletcher's going to go here.
This is tricky. This is difficult because I think it looks as if, I could be wrong here, but it looks as if Fletcher is going for game here.
Yes.
And Shamel might be holding on just one last thing, just one last bit of interruption. So, you don't know. You just simply don't know. And that is the access code coming out here, though.
Yep.
Which is going to be rather beefy, bringing that.
There we go. There it is. Into
this
game number 2 now. I can only assume Shumel's going first here.
Just from the siding options for Fletcher. For going second, I guess it will just be maybe Perulia. There's not a lot else you get value out of here.
Yeah, I think I would respect Perulia more than something like maybe even like Fualos, right?
Yeah, we do see the We do see the Fenrir coming down, not activating to Vex straight away because obviously you don't want to play into Droll immediately.
Yep.
But we do see now the Primite being normal summon as well. That is both parts of Shemel's deck being immediately accessed, and that's what you love to see.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's a Nibiru in the hand as well, which on its own, not always the most strong against Maliss, right?
No.
But whenever you see like paired up with another card, it can be quite detrimental and quite devastating, really, for the strategies.
Absolutely.
So I think just adding off of the Fenrir here, probably going to go for a Rise Heart, I would assume.
Absolutely. You'd think so, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's I think the Nibiru might be the best thing to go for Shemel here. There's not a great, maybe Dimensional Fissure, but Maliss can play around that very well. So
not. I think if anything, the Dimensional Fissure will probably aid the Maliss player, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Turn some of those one-card plays or two-card plays into one-card plays.
Absolutely.
So we're going to see the Primite engine coming into fruition here. Looks like the Fenrir might even get linked away here.
I wasn't looking at the screen. I don't know if we added from the Fenrir. I assume we did.
Yes, we added a Unicorn.
Perfect.
So yeah, holding that for the following turn.
We do have the Draw Beam set. We do have the Silhouette Rabbit. There is a couple of negates here. There is the destruction from the Silhouette Rabbit. There's plenty going on here. This is a decent feel we have for Shemel. And also some cards in hand that I don't believe, apart from maybe one or two, I don't think we know what they all are at the moment.
No, it looks like there's another barrel in there. There's a Unicorn. There's the Nibiru. I'm not sure if there's another piece of non-engine in there. But is that the Lordy Lows now?
It's not a huge amount of interaction, but it's enough interaction, And there comes that dragon dwelling in the deep. What a great card! Wait, is it because it might just because the it has high defense. That's why. Okay, you know what?
Fair play.
You know what? Yeah. That's a chunky defense. That's 2,000 defense. That's not nothing. You know what? I take back what I said. That's a great choice, actually, Shemel. Well done.
So obviously we've got a few pieces of layered interaction here, and it's just really hoping that Shemel is able to navigate this. That Fletcher just won't be able to press on through, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's the hardest part here is just if they can.
If they can, and with Maliss, it's always an option. It's always something they can do. We do see the impulse coming down onto that. I think that would definitely also stop the search effect, if I'm not much mistaken.
Yes.
You know what? I'm actually not sure how that interacts with that.
I would believe so.
I would assume so.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's the start of the effect. It's special, isn't it? So yeah. That does unfortunately shut off one of Shemel's interactions unless he has something that can play through or stop that. I don't think he does.
No, it just looks like, again, we're just trading it 1-for-1, right?
Yeah.
And quite a cool note on these like more old school like monster trap cards. Because it's been negated, it will just stay there. It's face up now.
Yeah. It does also suck for the fact that now Silhouette Rabbit can't get the destruction effect.
Yes,
that's actually true. That's actually a 2-for-1 trade.
That is true, actually. Yeah. That is massive, actually, when you think about it. So that's, again, really, really good for Fletcher here.
Yeah.
Starting with the Chessy Cat, going to remove something from play to draw 2 additional cards.
With the threat of the set card behind it as well, so you know that you can target it for negation if you want to, but it might not be there by the end of the effect.
Yes. Is that the Dormouse?
It is the Dormouse coming out there, yeah.
March here, and either a Wizard, a Cyberse, or a backup Secretary there drawn, which both really, really strong draws there for Fletcher.
Very much so.
The Dormouse now returning to the field, being what was one of the best starter cards within the Maliss strategy, now limited to 1.
Yeah.
But still a phenomenal card.
There's
one of the best cards in the deck.
That Drill Beam coming out, and we're going to find out now what that set card is.
Yep. I believe it was, unless my eyes mistook me, it was the GWC.
Okay.
It's allowed to go through.
Okay, interesting.
I guess here what can happen is just probably just elect to go into the Lingeribo, I'd say.
Yeah, Lingeribo, you have the Wizard in hand, I believe, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, you can still play here. There's plenty to do here.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the scariest part about Maliss is it's just not... we keep saying it just doesn't stop.
Keeps going. Just keeps going.
So we're going to see Lingaruba summoned. We're going to wait to see which extender of choice Fletcher decides to summon down onto the field.
That
Bestial Magnum.
it is the Magnum.
Which, if
That's an
anything, it's extender, and it gives you another card later in the turn, which is
absolutely
nothing to be scoffed at.
more interruption yet as well. I think at this point it is. We are looking at Shemael thinking like I think it will be the bearer in hand is going to be the only thing here, but don't know what else is in his hand apart from I think it's Nibiru, the Primite Dragon, and the Unicorn. So it's you gotta make sure this Nibiru is useful. If it doesn't work out properly, then it's just going to be.
I think you kind of maybe it's here you have to drop it. I think
there
you might
go.
be right.
There's a Nibiru.
Just if they're playing the Link Karibo, Link Spider, sorry, or not. I think that's like the biggest part here.
That's a good point. We should check if they are or not. I would assume so because most players do. No, actually.
Obviously looking to play the Cherubini as well.
Oh.
Alongside the extenders in the side deck.
Yeah.
We're going to see this Nibiru come down. And to be fair, because the Bestial was used ahead of the copy of March here, it makes it that little bit harder to extend now, I would say.
It really does, yeah.
Oh, sorry, instead of the backup secretary, if that was the card.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way to play through this properly now, unless I'm much mistaken. I could be. I obviously don't know what's in hand. This is a difficult situation for Fletcher to be in now. But we do see
but there's another there's a March here as well, so there's even more extension there.
Even more.
Which cannot be complaining now with just your ability to keep on playing through every interrupt that's been faced with.
Potentially like another Lingaruba, which gets you the wizard in hand, which gets you it's gonna keep going.
It's gonna get you to everything you want, really.
That snowball is gonna keep getting bigger at this point.
So just deciding where to go. I think it might be the Haggard Lizardos.
It looks like a link to some variety.
Yep. Which again, not the worst option here, just being able to remove and play the March here and then also get that additional resource back if need be.
Oh wait, no, it is a Lingaruba.
Oh, there we go then.
Maybe they heard me.
Then we've got the extender and a Call by the Grave, which I guess not quite needed this game.
No. I mean, you never hate to see it, but yeah. And then we see the Wizard Agnister coming out. Summoning that March Air, that is now a Maliss Link 3 available on the field, and we'll see how that goes from here.
Yep, I'd assume we're looking towards potentially the Red Ransom.
I would have thought so. It gets you, again, it's more extension at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
You get the field spell.
And then you can also look to get the White Rabbit in circulation, look to get choose out one of your trap cards.
The trap, it banishes the Red Ransom, gets that. It's a lot. It's a lot going on here.
So we're just going to see exactly where it's going. Yep, looks exactly like what we just said. I guess for Shemael here, it's just really pray and see you get to the next turn. And then hopefully kind of similar lines that we had in the previous game kind of get you there, right?
It's like we said before, sometimes you have to hope on the misplays. And it does happen every now and then. Sometimes it does. I've definitely had games myself where I, by all right, should have lost the game, and my opponent has just made a little mistake somewhere, and it's kept me in for one more turn, Not saying that will happen here, obviously, because both players have played exceptionally well throughout the night to get to this stage, but Shemael maybe not just giving up hope just yet.
Yeah, some of my wins within my time dueling have just come so almost like sporadically just from where I think my hand is going to lose to a single interrupt.
Yeah.
My opponent decides to use their interrupt in a different place.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
well,
I got away with this.
That's actually fine. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow. Interesting to see when that sort of thing happens, to be fair. But I think at this point, as I say, I don't think either player has really put a foot wrong yet.
No. And I think in this instance, we've just got Fletcher just deciding what's the best port of call, really.
Yeah.
Just to ensure that they win the game.
Absolutely.
Right?
Because I think there is potential to win the game here and now.
Yes.
And it's a matter of how do you go about that? Or do you do what we mentioned before, which is you build up your field and just wait for the next turn. But if there is a next turn, that gives Shemael a chance to go again,
Yep.
It's a difficult one because we know that Shemael has follow-up in hand with the Primite Dragon, with the Kashtira card. So it's a tricky spot here for Fletcher to think, do I go for game here or do I just try and set up interruptions here?
Yep. And I think it's really important. If that was the GWC set earlier that I believed it was, this could just be looking towards game on field currently. If not, then it looks like we've got a little bit of a slower play going back into Shamel's turn here, which might be the exact opening he's looking for.
Yeah.
Just double checking the resources in the graveyard ahead of passing back over to Shamel here. Just trying to decide what else could be done.
Absolutely.
Setting of the Call by the Grave Witch.
Past,
This feels like it's the opening hit we were after.
Absolutely. Standby phase, we're going to see the effect of those Primite cards activating, coming back into circulation, unless they're called by, which they may well be, but it does not seem to be the case here. But yeah, that's going to be. This is a lot now for Shamel. Shamel could actually. This is big. This could actually lead to some real comeback here.
Yeah, especially with this one where now the Unicorn can summon. The Unicorn can get you that Kashtira Birth, maybe even Castrophilosis. Then you've still got the ability to get back into your Primite engine there.
Ooh, we do see the MTP coming out here immediately.
Yep. And I think that's
March Hare being summoned.
kind of okay there, yeah. So the Unicorn being removed from play, the March Hare being added to hand. And I think this isn't the worst thing for Shamel here.
Not at all.
Obviously, you'd much rather have it in circulation, but
it's not the end.
It's not the end. The end is not. But
we do have the Primite card coming out now, the Primite Ether Beryl.
Yep. I think the big thing here is just that if that March Hare is unchecked, it's very, very, very hard for Fletcher to be out of this game right here and right now. Just being able to get all of that recursion through from the Maliss strategy here. So we're just going to see players shuffle up, and
it'll be interesting to see how Shamel plays this here, because Maliss is also one of those decks that can look deceptively like the field is quite small.
Yes,
yeah. And then it does that thing where it just accrues advantage after one or two little activations and effects here and there. So this could be a lot on the field for Fletcher, even though it's only a couple of cards.
Yeah, exactly. And even if just like that March Hare then triggers one of the Maliss monsters within the graveyard, be it the Link, be it maybe even a White Rabbit to get GWC in circulation, it's already like really, really strong just to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
And just keep the engine going on. And again, just ensuring you're not really out of contention here.
Yeah.
For me, it feels like if Shamel hasn't really got too much going on here, you just kind of have to try and... Yeah, you haven't really got too much going on here,
I don't think so, unfortunately, no. I think it's worth sitting there and trying to work it out, though. It's by all means, it's worth trying to make the effort and understand how you can win here. Summoning that dragon... what's it called again? The... Dragon dwelling in the cave. That's the one. Long name. You can go for various plays here. There's a potential for... There's no rank 4s in the... Oh, no, there is, sorry. There is Bakuska in the edge there, but we have gone for the Typhon.
Looks like they're going to now just make the play to put some pressure on, get rid of the March Hare, get rid of the Red Ransom. Red Ransom is going to trigger to summon itself back. And then... Really, yeah, we're just waiting to see how they're going to answer that Typhon that has just been summoned.
I don't know that the Typhon's going to be a huge issue for them, truthfully.
I don't think so, but...
It's not nothing, but it's also not devastating either.
I guess you just don't want them to let them return one of those links to the extra deck.
Exactly.
It could just be avoided, right?
Yeah. The issue obviously being where if Fletcher decides to summon the Heart Scriptor from Banish and get the huge attack boost, or decides to summon the Access Code Talker again, you want to make sure that that Typhon is gone before that becomes
exactly. An issue. Exactly as we discussed in the previous game, I think, wasn't it?
Yes, 100%,
So just going to remove from play the
Drill Beam's gone. That is tough.
I guess just deciding that Typhon can do its thing right now, right?
Yeah. We are running a bit low on the clock, actually, because this is only game 2.
Yep.
But it's going to be a matter of if Fletcher can pull this out of the bag, or if Shamel can carry on. But I think there's actually another Nibiru in Shamel's hand. I think I just spotted.
Yes, yeah, it was drawn for turn. But I think as long as Fletcher considers that, we've already seen one Nibiru, maybe there's an additional one.
Yeah.
Then I think we can kind of get to the point where it doesn't really matter too much.
Absolutely.
We can also potentially look to use the Heart's Crypto
Yeah.
once again, but within the battle phase this time. So
of course.
you can kind of build around this, that Nibiru cannot be activated whilst the Typhon is on the field.
Of course, yeah.
Go into the battle phase, get it out of there, and then look to seal the rest of the game off.
Many options here for Fletcher.
Yep.
I think we are going to see the Typhon attack over the Red Ransom
Yep.
here. Get rid of that threat from the field, which is a very fair thing to do. I think because obviously Typhon stops you from summoning the rest of the turn, I think that's just a passive turn there, unless I'm much
I
mistaken.
think you have to use the. Surely you're using the Typhon to return the Heart's Crypto to the extra deck, right?
You'd think so.
Assume so.
Let's see, I suppose.
I guess not.
Apparently
in this
not.
Instance.
Apparently not.
Maybe feel it's better to keep it there for one reason or another.
Starting the turn off with that March. I
yeah.
think that was drawn for turn as well.
Yeah, I believe so.
Very powerful.
Or it might have been added back last turn. And then
Red Ransom coming back, searching for another spell.
going to most likely get another copy of Underground, I would assume.
You'd think so.
Maybe
You'd
in
think
Mirror,
so.
to be fair. But
Underground, there you go.
There we go. So, just so we're aware, that's summon number 2.
It is.
Let's see if this Nibiru does actually achieve anything here.
Number 3.
Access
Code
Code
Talker,
Talker.
which I don't think has the attack boost yet, if I'm not mistaken.
No. Doesn't look like
Number
it.
4.
4.
Ooh. SP, getting rid of the Typhon
That's
and
okay.
skipping your own battle phase.
Yeah. It's
Well,
yeah.
no, just stopping the damage, I should say.
Yes. Yeah.
Not closing the game out.
Yeah, and if anything, this is just that little bit worse, right? If we get hit by the Nibiru Primal Being, just in case. Oh, I guess you've got the SP Little Knight.
You can banish both of those. I
Keep
suppose,
something
yeah.
around, right?
But that's if we can manage that, and then that's going to that's the 5th summon.
Yep. Exactly, which is, I mean, it's quite nice that you're able to at least.
I think Fletcher missed the SP effect there, unfortunately. That is a shame.
Yep. And I guess with the Underground, the Dormouse could come out if you so wish.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to happen here.
There we go.
And then, because I think the Dormouse was returned to the deck the previous turn.
I believe so, yeah.
And we'll see just exactly what happens there. Oh, I don't. Oh.
I'm unsure now.
Yeah.
But again, we're still in the Nibiru range here.
Yep.
We are still in this main phase 2 now. Dormouse has been summoned. I think we are going to get the Dormouse effect now to banish the Chessy Cat, which is going to bring itself back, of course, now. And obviously, it's something that a lot of players don't take into account, myself included, when I've played the deck myself. But I always forget of the little bit of chip damage you take every time you activate one of their effects, because it does rack up over a long game.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just going to see all of these coming down. I think I feel like you just kind of need to slam this Nibiru Primal Being down as soon as possible, because if you wait just too long,
there we go.
The White Binder will come out, and that's one of the ways you can lose this game.
Yeah. So we are going to go for the SP to save something that we have here. But, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like there's no real good solution of what you can kind of hold on to here.
No.
And I guess this is the sort of opportunity we're talking about where Shumel's just trying to get that little bit of advantage, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
But without the drill beam, I feel like it becomes just that little bit harder.
It's tricky. It's really tough. I'm genuinely, especially with Nibiru on the field now.
Yep.
There's no guarantee you're going to be able to summon those Kashtira cards next turn.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a tough spot for both players at the moment, but I would have to give the edge to Fletcher, if only somewhat. It's tough. It's a tough situation to be in for both players, I think.
Yeah. Obviously, if you've got no way of dealing with that copy of the Nibiru token there, it's going to be very hard for. It's just going to switch into attack position.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's a big token.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have a lot of defense, though, I don't believe, because it was mostly linked monsters that made it. So I think it's fairly walk-overable.
Yep.
But it's whether or not you want to do that instead of maybe walk over the SP or the Crypto.
Yes.
Or
yeah,
what have
exactly.
you.
So we're just going to see what happens next. I think.
Primite again, not a bad way to go.
No, and I think that's perfectly fine because it's got quite decent stats as well from memory.
Don't believe
It's
that's
a-
no effect. So I don't think it's.
Yeah.
I think it's just going.
And there's with no Maliss cards banished from play.
Yeah.
Not able to use the Heart Crypto there to remove the Nibiru from play, so
Yeah.
just able to swing over quite convincingly.
And then I believe. Oh no, he does get an attack from the Lordy Load, of course.
Oh, that's true. So we're gonna see Shmuel really actually take control of this game, which I actually thought was going to be quite an issue, right? Looking into the previous couple turns, I thought it was kind of out of contention.
Absolutely. It's very impressive, and it's exciting to see how this could go from here. But there are only 7 minutes on the clock, and this is only game 2.
That is true.
So this is difficult here.
Very difficult for both players.
We may see a double loss. We may see Shamal concede or lose at some point. We may see Fletcher do, then it's still a double loss if we don't finish the last game up.
Yep.
We're not sure what's going to happen here. This game is actually running quite long.
Yeah.
We're going to wait and see Ash Blossom stopping
the pot of prosperity. Yeah.
That's got us sting.
Yep. But the thing is, right, Fletcher is on 0 cards. A lot of those extra deck resources gone.
Yeah.
You kind of need to like draw something really nice off the top, I would say. Being...
And who was it, the Bagusa coming out, I believe? Which I don't know how to put it. That's quite an interesting take when you're trying to get the game to go faster, perhaps. But then we're also in the Link monster, which obviously we're going to go through.
Yep.
Because that's any monster there's going to do the job, and that is going to make for more Malice cards, obviously.
Yep. Well. The Lizardos there, especially just being able to remove from play a monster, and then you're just back in the driver's seat as the Malice player. Yeah.
Literally any monster there was, let's keep playing.
Exactly.
Which is really impressive, actually.
I guess thinking about that, they could have been completed last turn, right? Because we didn't use the normal summon, I believe.
I believe we did a venture. I think we went for... No. You know what?
I'm not sure. I don't believe... I might be incorrect, but saving that Ash for the following turn isn't always the issue here. Just to act as another layer of interruption. Going to start removing Link monsters from the graveyard. Again, we are just going to keep on building up here as the Malice player. Obviously, though, we are getting a little bit lower on life points, I would say.
Very much so. There's not a lot of space left for Fletcher to pay life points, and they don't want to make a mistake and not keep track of that.
Exactly.
It does happen. It does happen.
It does. So
I've had it happen, not to me, but to people I've played against. And I've been, I'm so sorry, buddy.
Yep. Down to the last 600 now, I believe, even. But I think finally reaching up into that white binder, which... Again, this will be the swing back that Fletcher needs to maybe even just seal this game in the last couple of minutes. So, looking to grab a trap from the deck, and then...
Unless I'm much mistaken, which are very well... I'm going to read the card, actually, before I say anything. But the red ransom currently points to a... So it does currently point to... Oh, it's been removed? So the Nibiru is in defense, but it should have 3k defense currently.
Yep.
Which I'm hoping is not going to be an issue here, but I'm not sure.
Nope.
No longer pulls a monster.
Like
there you go.
Well, the other thing here is that they're both going to be summoned back, so...
Yeah.
But I guess the red ransom is...
I think this is looking like game here.
Yes, I'd say so.
Or if not, very... Oh, wait, no. White Binder can't come back. Fletcher doesn't have enough life points.
Oh, that is true. Actually, no, you gain it off of the...
Oh, of course you do. Yes, of course.
So the white binder will come back. We'll be able to draw that card, and then the white binder will be able to remove some cards from play. So then the Heart Cryptor will be able to remove from play that Nibiru, the primal being, I'd say. Which is exactly what is about to happen, and all that really matters here is that something gets removed from play.
Yeah. And then it's just cleaning up at that point.
Yep, and as always, it's just this Malice strategy. Just keeps on going.
It's so impressive. I love watching someone who is good at playing Malice play Malice, because it's such a pleasure to see them